For all the latest information on the World Cup, you can visit our website tv1.co.nz/RWC99. Match reports and scores, opinion pieces, video clips and the One World of Sport schedule as well. All you need to know from the 4th Rugby World Cup. And what we do know now is that the number of teams left in the tournament is down to 8. There are 8 matches left to play, and the All Blacks need to win 3 of them to take the cup for the second time. Let's confirm the who and when in the quarter-final draw. All 4 matchups are Northern Hemisphere versus Southern. Wales and Australia play on Sunday morning our time at the Millennium Stadium, playing at 3 o'clock on Sunday morning. On Monday morning, the live games, England, South Africa, one of the big names goes out, France, Argentina, 6 o'clock Monday morning, the All Blacks playing Scotland. The team is named tomorrow, and it looks as though the team that started against England will start against Scotland. Well, we'll talk about the All Blacks in a moment, but Grant, it's an odd one, this draw, isn't it? Wales wins the group, gets Australia. Argentina finishes 3rd in the group, gets France, arguably the easier opponent. Yeah, the way the French have been playing, you would argue they would be a lot easier to play against than the Australians would be, but I guess everyone knew that were the possibilities going into this tournament. Yeah. South Africa, England? Well, I'm going to stick my neck out, and I've done it before, that I think England will win this game. The South African side haven't been that impressive, but if you go back to '95, this was about the time of the tournament they started to lift their performance. Having said that, I think the South African side of '95 was a lot better than this current South African unit. And defensively, the South African side this year haven't been anywhere near as good as they've been in the past couple of years. So, you know, I think England, you know, can win that game. Wales, Australia, moment of truth for Graham Henry. Yeah, I think so. I think that they'll play with a lot of passion. The loss to Samoa will have done them good in terms of motivation and preparation, but I think Australia will just be far too organised. Their defence will be too strong, and I think Australia will take their opportunities better than Wales will. How do you rate this Australian side? They've been pretty quiet through the group matches. Yeah, they've been efficient. You know, they've not been tested, really. You've only got to cast your mind back a few weeks to how they beat the All Blacks at Stadium Australia to know how good this side is, and I think they'll step it up, you know, for quarter-final and probably semi-final time, and perhaps final time for them as well. Interesting to see how they go, the Australians. No doubt Millennium Stadium will be full for the occasion, and the Rugby World Cup also allows the world a wider view on Wales, its history and traditions and its culture, and like Welsh rugby, the language has enjoyed a resurgence.
Croeso I Gymru, Gwlad again. Welcome to Wales, land of song. Also land of very difficult language, as I've discovered. But the good people at Oriel Books have given me a bit of a hand with the language. Oriel Books is a specialist Welsh bookshop, a humming business supplying those fluent in Welsh and those learning.
We cater for children from the ages of 4 to 11 for learning purposes. And then there are fiction novels through the medium of Welsh and English. We sell things such as computer books and management and business books. We've also started selling statutory instruments lately for Acts of Parliament and health and safety and things like that.
Welsh is the oldest language in Europe and perhaps one of the hardest, with its seemingly unpronounceable double L's and consecutive consonants.
Yeah, there's a lot of mutations and different variations on how to say words and write them and things like that. All the ll's and ch's and f's and, yeah, they're quite difficult.
Chi'n darllen hynny neu? Dwi'n mynd am fwyd yn dan, ond dim byd yn mwyth. Yn edrych o Gynarfon, de, a dwi'n gwybod yn ysgol y fi, wedyn. Helo, Irfan. Claire.
The survival of Welsh as a living language is remarkable. The Industrial Revolution brought an influx of English speakers into the country, and between 18 and 1900, the percentage of Welsh speakers dropped from 80 to just 50%.
There was a time when people were branded if they were speaking Welsh in the playground or something. You had to wear something that was called a Welsh knot, and that branded you as a Welsh speaker, and you were looked down upon and sort of like, you know, patronised. You know, it was like, don't speak to him, he speaks Welsh type of thing. So
it was something you'd wear visibly around your neck?
Yeah. It was like just being branded, like being branded a thief, I suppose, you know, it was that type of stuff.
But they've seized their own language back. Today it's legal to speak Welsh in court, it's compulsory to learn Welsh in schools. Where possible, signs are bilingual. There's a dedicated Welsh channel, and the radio waves are filled with the native tongue of Wales.
Oh, yeah, dwi'n clywed am hwnna.
O, mae wedi dod.
Llyfr y flwyddyn neu rhywbeth llynedd.
Wel, ydy, achos mae wedi bod yn top 10.
And they even have their own local newspaper, Cumbra. I hope I said that right.
Welsh is getting cool lately, and everybody wants to speak it. And we've had some people from Bristol and things in here with their Somerset accent, and they're trying to speak Welsh, and it's quite funny. And they think it's cool to speak Welsh.
Well, there you have it, a little insight into the wonderful language of the Welsh. I've got a few bits and pieces of my own, and I guess all we can say now is Hwyl dda I Cardiff and Chrysae Dion. Farewell to Cardiff, go the All Blacks.
Yes, the language may be different, but the sentiment is the same. Go the All Blacks. And Grant, it's likely the team that started against England will play against Scotland. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that, and I'm pretty sure that that's what the selectors will do.
And Grant, they know a bit about Scotland, obviously, with all those kilted Kiwis in the side.
Yeah, there's a few Kiwis in the Scottish side. So, but mind you, that'll give the Scottish side a little bit of knowledge about the All Blacks as well. But Scotland have never beaten the All Blacks, and I don't think that'll change on Monday morning.
All right, well, we look forward to the game. 6 o'clock live on Monday morning. Should be a terrific match. That's our show. Thanks for watching. The latest in news on tonight is coming next. On behalf of Grant Fox and the One World of Sport crew, good evening to you.